How did Louisville's business community move from talking the talk to walking the walk and putting education at the top of its list? It began with a wake-up call, research that shocked employers.
It just screamed that we had a gigantic education problem.
Against 15 peer cities like Raleigh and Charlotte, Louisville ranks in the bottom third, 10th when it comes to the percentage of bachelor's degrees. Employers here saw they could either react to change or they could lead it. In order for Louisville to survive and thrive, education, moving the numbers, changing the culture, upping the graduation rates, developing an educated workforce became job one. So education from cradle to career has become personal for business leaders here.
It's a motivator. It's scary for Louisville and for all cities. It should be of this size.
Business and government, churches and nonprofits, K-12 and higher ed pulled together in a long-term, citywide effort to add 55,000 residents with college degrees. By 2020, the city wants half of its working-age adults to have a 2- or 4-year degree or more. Putting a hard number out there, 55,000 degrees, and making it public are keys to the strategy.
This is not a nice-to-have type of situation. You have to have an employee base that's always saying, what's new, what's going to take us into the 21st century, how can I be more innovative? Breakthrough thinking has got to be part of everyday work.
And at work, more than 25 Louisville companies employing some 47,000 people are making it easier for their employees to re-enroll and graduate. The corporate headquarters of Texas Roadhouse makes it personal using the College Advocate Program.
Our message is, come to me and I'll help you. Find someone that can help you get started, continue. I can encourage. I can find you financial aid. All right. If you do need some help, I can get you in touch with
College advocates using the Degrees at Work program are on track to help 3,500 working adults in Louisville finish a bachelor's degree by 2014.
People that don't have somebody in their life now do have somebody in their life that can help them.
Headquartered in Louisville, UPS sets the bar for supporting employees getting their degrees. The numbers tell the story. UPS's Earn and Learn program has helped more than 30,000 student employees attend college and paid out more than $47 million in tuition assistance.
We've always liked students as employees because of the fact that part-time shifts that students look for meshes exactly with what we're looking for.
Now, in addition to your tuition being paid, you're also going to get $8.50 an hour starting salary. It goes to $9.50 after 90 days, plus you get full benefits after 1 year.
At the annual College and Career Fair, students discover they can work the third shift at UPS and graduate from college debt-free. But it's a win-win. UPS has seen its full tuition reimbursement plan dramatically curb turnover and improve retention.
Absolutely. You know, when we started this program over 13 years ago, our average length of service was about 8 weeks. That's changed now to where it's over 60 weeks. So the retention, it's sort of hard to describe how the impact that it's had because it's been huge.
With the Earn and Learn program, you can work any of our shifts.
The more educated our community is, the better we're all going to be. You know, so being able to be there to support 55,000 degrees, it's a no-brainer.
Louisville Water Company sees education as lifting the tide in the community. The company helped Greg Heitzman get an MBA 33 years ago, and tuition reimbursement is still part of its culture.
Even with these trying economic times, we continue to invest in our employees and support a one-up type program that if you have a high school degree that you start working towards an associate degree.
Louisville has an unusually high percentage of adults, more than 90,000, with some college but no degree. But more of these so-called comebackers are being motivated to graduate.
They do gear so much to working adults, and it has made my coming back to school an amazing journey. I can't tell you the way I felt the day that I walked across the stage, just to know that all the hard work I had done, all the accomplishment, that I was getting that's one more done for the 55,000.
It came to a head where I had to make a decision. Go back to school, get your degree, and be in the competitive market. So that really was an eye-opener for me.
Althea's boss, Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher, believes accountability and transparency are what's needed to move the needle now. So a data dashboard allows anyone to track each school's performance online. And a new Count Me In campaign will break down the big goal into smaller chunks so business, churches, and organizations can take ownership and be accountable.
A year from now, 2 years from now, I want to be able to drive throughout the community, and when you go by a church, you'll see a number on the door. Count me in, 282. They own 282 of the degrees. When you go by a business, count me in, 19. They own 19 of the degrees. And they all have a plan then to support their employees, their parishioners.
The public-private partnership works because we're all focused on the same goal.
And that's how we're going to ensure we get 55,000 degrees. We can't have some big lofty government program. It has to come down to one person at a time.
1 degree at a time. And everybody wants to play a role.
I move into a different statistic now.
We all want this city to be successful, and I think that everyone is determined that although we're starting from behind, we're going to end up in front.